Hello friends, this is component based architecture. In that we are learning the decomposition and reusability of the system. Friends, the decomposition means component based architecture focuses on the decomposition of the design into individual functional or logical components that represent well-defined communication interfaces containing methods, events, and properties. Friends, it also provides a higher level of abstraction and divides the problem into sub-problems, each associated with component partitions. The primary objective of component-based architecture is to ensure component reusability. A component encapsulates functionality and behaviors of a software element into a reusable and self-deployable binary units. There are many standard component frameworks such as COM, DCOM, Java Beans, EJB, Corba, .NET, Web Services, and Grid Services. These technologies are widely used in local desktop GUI application design, such as graphic Java Beans components, MS Active components, and COM components, which can be reused by simply drag and drop operation. Component oriented software design has many advantages over the traditional object oriented approaches, such as reduced time and development cost by reusing existing components, increase reliability with the reuse of existing components. What is component? A component is a modular, portable, replaceable, and reusable set of well-defined functionality that encapsulates its implementation and exporting it as a higher level interface. A component is a software object intended to interact with other components, encapsulating certain functionality or a set of functionalities. It has an obviously defined interface and conforms to a recommended behavior common to all components within an architecture. A software component is a unit of composition with a contractually specified interface and explicit context dependencies only. Here is the component repository and market composed component-based system. Build software in the age of code components. Get started, install bit. Here, checkout and card processing is carried out. Friends, this is the diagrammatical representation where component 1, 2 and component 3, there is an extension point 1. These are connected to each other. Here is the diagrammatical representation where holiday reservation session, in that first of all holiday reservation gets started by initial node. Next, holiday reservation session, hotel reservation, credit card billing, loyalty program, air race registration, and car registrations. These are connected to each other. Views of component. A component can have three different views: object oriented view, conveniential view, and process related view. This is the view of component. it is divided into object-oriented, conventional, and process-related. In the object-oriented view, a component is viewed as a set of one or more cooperating classes. Each class contains attributes and operations and the interfaces that enable classes to communicate and cooperate with other classes. In the conventional view, it contains a functional element or a module of a program that integrates the processing logic. The internal data structure implements the processing logic and an interface containing data to be passed to it. In the process related view, the system is built from existing components maintained in a library. As the software architecture is formulated, components are selected from the library and used to populate the architecture. Friends, a user interface component, it includes grids, buttons referred as controls, and utility components expose a specific subset of function used in other components. Other common type of components are those that are resources intensive, not frequently accessed, and must be activated using the just-in-time approach. Many components are invisible, which are distributed in enterprise business applications and internet web applications, such as enterprise Java Beans, .NET components, and Corba components. These are the characteristics of components: reusability, replaceable, not context specific, extensible, encapsulated, and independent. Here is the principle of component-based design. A component-level design can be represented by using some intermediary representation, for example, graphical, tabular, or text-based, that can be translated into source code. It has the following salient features. The features are many. These are the guidelines which are carried out. Thanks for watching.